You know, he does so much. I mean, so much behind the scenes. And then obviously on the field, coaching us different technique, how to read plays, and then obviously out on the field during games, just walking with me step by step, you know, each play as the plays come in, telling me what he's seeing on the field, something that I could do better, but obviously blessed to have him on my side.
Carson, I often think that teams take on the identity of their quarterback, and your identity seems to be having composure. You guys have played behind in almost every SEC win you guys have had this season. Why have you guys been able to do that, I guess?
I mean, I think you said it for me. We are a very composed team, and we are resilient, and I think we've shown that at this point in the season. And we stand on that. You know, those are some of our four, what they call our four pillars. So we got resiliency, toughness, connection. You know, you've heard them all. But those are things that we stand on, and you know, when you practice those type of things, they end up showing up in games.
You took 3 sacks today, I believe. Was that on you, the offensive line, a little bit of both? Did you feel that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we'll have to go back and watch the film. I mean, could have been me. I could have had to change a protection or maybe try to get the ball out a little quicker. Some of those were trying to throw, you know, shots down the field, so it's got to hold on to it a little bit longer. But I don't know. We'll go back and watch it on film and see how we can improve it.
Your reaction to Nazir Stackhouse, I'm sure you've been asked already, but I want you to give it to me. What was it?
I mean, obviously super excited. I was sitting there. I was like, man, someone's got to make a play. Like, obviously full faith in our defense to get a stop there. But then to get the pick and that, you know, time period they're driving down the field. I mean, and obviously him running down the sidelines is a funny sight to see, but super excited.
My last question for you, Led McConkey over 1,500 career receiving yards today. That's the milestone that he hit. What does he mean to you, to this team? He stepped up so much in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he had a huge week last week. I'm not sure of his numbers this week, but I'm pretty sure he had a huge week this week as well. I mean, he's reliable. That's the biggest thing. He makes plays whenever his number's called, and we're going to keep throwing the ball.
Thank you.
Carson, I had a chance to talk to your mom and sister last week, and they told me that you were a wizard at solving the Rubiks Cube. Would you say there are any parallels between the way you solve a Rubiks Cube and the way you play quarterback?
I mean, no, but I could make one. I mean, it's a strategic thing. I mean, I can do a Rubiks Cube in under a minute. So, yes, that is a fun fact for me. But, yeah, I mean, I guess just the strategy of it and just getting it done.
Carson, there's going to be a lot of hype next week about you against the Ole Miss quarterback. You know, is that going to be fun to have a game like that? I think you want to stay within the offense, but also be able to show your skills?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's not really the first thing on the top of my head, but obviously he's a great quarterback as well. And, I've watched their games, seen him play, so it'll definitely be a fun, exciting challenge.
You guys as an offense didn't put up as many total yards as you have been, but obviously you got the W. How did you think, obviously first half things were a lot tougher. What adjustments did you guys make?
I mean, yeah, obviously first and foremost we're here to win. We leave with the win, I'm happy. The rest does not matter. However many plays we play, as long as we got one more point than the opposing team, we're good. And then obviously I think the whole entire year, I mean, we've been able to come out at halftime and make adjustments based off of what a defense is doing, what a defensive look is giving us, and we were able to go out and execute in that second half.
How salty was that Missouri defense, if you know the term salty? I mean, just tough, gritty.
Yeah, I mean, they made plays. They tried to create havoc, and I said it throughout the week in an interview, and I said that they were going to be tough, they were going to be dirty, they were going to be physical, and they were that, and it was a very, very tough game. I mean, that's what we come to the SEC for. We expect that every single week. So
I was watching you on the sideline during the last Missouri drive, and it looked like you were, sweating it might be one way to put it. What were you thinking at that moment when the defense was out there? This was after Nazir.
Oh, yeah. Just sitting out there, obviously watching the defense have full confidence and faith that they're going to go out there and get a stop. But at that point, you know, it's out of my control. So I'm just.
What's that feel like?
I mean, I don't personally like the feeling. I'd rather be in control. I mean, I play quarterback. I want the ball in my hands every time and the opportunity to make a play. But to sit there and watch the defense, obviously have full confidence and trust in them to make a play.
How about Peyton? Just a big game.
Huge, big time for him. What do you have? 3 field? Do you have 3 in this?
The last one was really long.
Yeah, the last one. I mean. That pretty much, quote unquote, iced it. But big time players make big time plays, and obviously he's been that for us this year.
How can y'all get better before next week?
Go watch the film. Obviously see what we might have messed up this week. Obviously it's going to be a totally different defense that we're playing. So just see how we can attack them in whatever way that might be.